Good evening once again, Mr. Matthew Adegbesan. So good to have you back again. How you doing? How was your day? I hope it went well.
Yes, my day went well. My day was okay. I really didn't have much to
Awesome.
do today. Yes, so my day was okay. I worked from home today. Not much work to do.
Okay,
I really went out this evening. So my day was okay. Thank you.
okay, sir. I'm struggling to hear you. I think you may have to speak out louder if possible.
Okay, can you hear me now? Am I
Okay,
audible
yes,
enough?
perfect. Perfect. This is perfect. Better.
Okay, okay. My day was okay. My day was okay. My day was fantastic. I didn't have much to do today, so I only worked from home today. I really
Oh,
went out this
amazing.
evening. It was okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the leverage of an entrepreneur over a 9 to 5 person who works for.
I've
All
been
right, Mr.
actually thinking today was weekend though. I didn't know today was.
Also, thank you very much for joining us tonight. This is our first episode of the uh, Real Estate Monday because we actually do this money market because we are very much keen on investment aside our other two interests, which is business, structure, marketing, and of course leadership. So the money market, hosts different Mondays. We have the crypto Mondays, the forex Mondays, the stock and bonds Monday, which is happening next week, and of course, our latest product here, which is the real estate Monday. And thank you so much, Mr. Matthew Adegbesan, for agreeing to be our guest on this particular, series of the Monday editions on money markets. That's the real estate Monday. So straight up to the reason why we are here tonight. Before we proceed, I would like to give shout outs to everyone in the SAGSC brand. That's the Samuel Brand Global Leadership Consultancy brand. Thank you for all you do behind the scenes. Thank you for the work thus far from the beginning of this year, even while we had a little, stop and continue again. Thank you so much, guys. Big ups. Honestly, I appreciate it. And to everyone listening across 4 continents and I think 14 nations, thank you so much. Because of you, we have succeeded and come this far. And we do not in any way take it for granted. Let's see how we can maximize this particular Monday edition that we have brought to you all and for your profiting. So, Mr. Matthew, I'm very certain you have brands and individuals you want to give shout outs to. Please go ahead.
Okay, shout out to our clients home and abroad, our partners home and abroad. Shout out to Samuel Abraham Consulting Group. We appreciate you. And shout out to my team, my teams, and everyone supporting the brand. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So before I proceed, I'll just read your bio for those who are having this first meeting with you as a person. So Mr. Matthew Adegbesan is a proficient asset entrepreneur with over 5 years background in the knowledge-based economy, finance, and real estate. I think that's our focus this night. He holds a Bachelor of Science in Economics from University of Abuja and proficiency certificate on fundamental estate management skills from University of Reading, Henley Business School, UK, and from Austin Penn P State University, Clarksville, Tennessee, USA. Matthew served as the CEO and lead consultant at ATM Luxury Properties, a real estate service division of ATM Industries Limited. He founded in 2020, committed to offering bespoke real estate solutions to individuals and corporate organizations both within and outside Nigeria. He is a mentor of International Organization of Management Professional, a member of International Organization of Management Professional, a member of Billionaires Group, also a fellow of Buildman Leadership Foundation. He's a trained real estate consultant whose grip on the Nigerian real estate, is overwhelming. And that is why we have him here on board. And Mr. Matthew, through his firm, manages impeccable client portfolio that cut across private and public sector, banking and finance sector, experts, trades and diplomats, telecommunications, and a host of high profile. In the last 12 years, he has won records of brokerage deal of over $500,000 on property sales and investment. Wow. He manages a host of premium properties across metropolitan cities in Lagos, Abuja, and outside Nigeria. I think they have expanded to Ibadan too, if I'm right, Mr. Matthew.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So he's one of the emerging Nigerian retail experts, having strong investment strategy and negotiation skills, with high regard for trust and credibility, solving client needs globally due to his contribution to the Nigerian real estate market. He was honored with National Outstanding Leadership Award as icon of societal transformation. Recently received Thomas Sankara as ex-president of Burkina Faso Leadership Prize of Integrity and Transparency by the Youth Partnership for Africa's Development, that's UPAD. So Matthew specializes in offering for the following service: strategic investment and real estate advisory services, carrying out due diligence on property credibility, training and capacity development for realtors, sourcing, partnering and selling properties for third-party property developers across Nigeria and abroad, preparing relevant and necessary legal documents that validate the transfer of ownership offer and acceptance of contracts on property. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. You have Mr. Matthew Adegbesan and he's with us tonight on the Money Market podcast. I'm going to be talking intensely on the Real Estate Monday edition of this very podcast. Mr. Matthew, it's so good to have you. Honestly speaking, I count it a rare privilege to have you on ground. Thank you so, so much. And before I proceed, this is an announcement to everyone listening. This is an education-based podcast, right? You should ensure you carry out your due diligence and your research. Do your own research. Whatever you hear from this podcast, right? Carry out your research and run with your result. Okay. So whatever loss that come from what you learn, it is we are not to be headly able. Okay. And whatever victory you get, congratulations in advance. So this is our disclaimers, and yes, this is the Money Market podcast, like I've said earlier, and these are particular Monday series on real estate. We have different Monday series: the crypto, forex, stock and bonds. Stock and bonds will be happening next week. Then, of course, following up with other financial markets discussion too on Mondays. So good to have you all here, and I am certain you learn something tangible to increase your financial portfolios, your investment, and in fact your knowledge base with regards to the real estate markets. So, Mr. Matthew, before I hand over to you, you mind giving us some basic discussion, basic information we'd like to understand about the real estate market, and before you can start giving our lessons, like just give us some basic underground, your basic works around the real estate industry, how it functions, uh, the possibilities in it, the threats to opportunities, and what have you. Before you, of course, go ahead and give us your investment lessons for the week.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful once again. It is my pleasure for having um, this night with you, spending this night with you. So yeah, a lot of people don't know what real estate is per se, but they only understand real estate as land. And honestly, real estate is more than just land because the actual thing about real estate is profitability.
Mr. Matthew, Mr. Matthew,
Hello?
can you
Yes.
hear me? So let's do this
Yes,
now.
I
How
can
about
hear you.
you put your phone on loudspeaker? Then when I want to have a conversation, you can remove it so that it can flow. Because currently I'm struggling to hear you. I don't know if it's same for those that are listening.
Okay, okay. That would be a bit difficult.
Sir?
That would be a bit difficult by the time it's, changing it to this one because I'm using AirPods. So I may have
Okay,
to
no,
open my Bluetooth, you know.
no, no. During your own conversation now, I don't know if you can switch to loudspeaker so you can be, your voice can be more audible. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, okay,
I'll just allow you take the floor. I will not interfere in the conversation.
okay, okay. I'm coming.
All right, sir.
Um, okay, can you hear me now?
Awesome.
Hello, am I audible enough?
Very, very audible, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay, so like I was saying, real estate is more than just land.
Okay. Um, Many people see land as okay, just land. Land is where you just build house, and that is just the way many people see land, see real estate. But real estate is more than just you having land. Even when you buy land, it's all about profits. You know, it is lucrative. Is a That's why one of my mentors said land is a silent partner of many successful women and successful men. How dare you? Yes. So when you buy a land, you actually buy a land to make profit. That is when it turns to real estate. Real estate is about profit, not just you buying land. When you buy land and build, that does not mean you are into real estate. That does not mean you are into investing. Okay, because when you invest, when you buy property for profit's sake, for profit's sake, that is when you can say, okay, I'm into real estate, I'm investing in real estate. Okay, so real estate is more than just land. Real estate involves you making profits. You making profits. Either you buying land, or you buying apartments, or you buying condo, or you buying duplexes, homes. You have to make profits. And that is the difference between you buying a home that you live in, or and you buying a house that you rent out for cash flow purpose. Can you hear me?
Of course, please go ahead.
Okay. And there are several ways. Basically, we have three types of real estate. We have the residential, we have the uh, commercial real estate, we have the what's it called, industrial real estate, we have the agricultural real estate. There are so many like that. We have the misuse, we have the vacant, but basically we have three, which is the residential real estate, commercial real estate, and the industrial real estate. Okay, the residential real estate from the wall residence, where people reside, that's where you come about the bungalow, the duplex, the mansion, the maisonette, and etc. Why the commercial, what is it called? Real estate is um commercial space, is a space where the business owners use to carry out their business operations. Okay, everyone, when they talk about real estate, some people will say, I don't invest in real estate. Nobody that doesn't have real estate in their portfolio, because you can't. Where do you live if you are not living inside building? Are you living under the garage or something? Even under the garage, you are still living on the land. You know, so everybody is involved directly or indirectly in real estates. Okay, and if you look at churches, mosques, they are using, that is commercial real estate. Commercial real estate, because where they build their land, the purpose of the land, the use of the land is commercial. It's commercial purpose. And if you look at Dangote, some will say Dangote is an industrialist. Yes, it's an industrialist. It produces, but if you look at the what is it called, is net worth. Real estate is added to his net worth. The amount of lands he has, the amount of lands he has, the amount of machineries, the amount of land he has, the amount of buildings he has, the amount of factories he has. Okay, so all these are added to his net worth. If you look at Tony Elumelu now, many people will see Tony Elumelu as a banker, but he has real estate in his portfolio. Right now, they are building their, what is it called? Their tower in Victoria Island right now. So if you look at Tony Elumelu now, they are involved in Transcorp. That is hospitality, it's also real estate. So many people don't know that all these successful people, they have real estate in their portfolio on the ground. That is not just, they don't they might not carry it on their head the way some that really go into it fully carry it on their. I wish I did. All these developer like Donald Trump, Donald Trump is a developer. He builds, develop, and sell, and so he's a developer right from time. He learned that from his father. you know. So that is that. Then we have what other things should I talk about? Okay, we have reasons why people invest in real estate. To invest in real estate, the major reason is cash flow, and that is one thing that you really can't get from any other investment options. Okay, if you look at stock, if you look at crypto, you really can't get cash flow from here like real estate. Cash flow is only real estate that can give you the capital gain. I mean, capital gain and cash flow simultaneously. For example, now if you buy a duplex or an apartment, that apartment when you buy it today, you can put it on rent same day, and you will start making cash flow from it. And at that same time, that property still increasing in value because you may buy an apartment, let's say two-bedroom apartment for 20 million naira today, and tomorrow you still want to sell it. You sell it for more than 20 million naira that you bought it. Okay, and after you've even gotten some rent from it. So real estate gives you both the capital gain, the capital appreciation, and cash flow simultaneously. Unlike stock, where some will give you dividend and not capital appreciation, capital gain, and most stocks they even what they get, you only make profits when you sell. That is capital gain. Okay, same as crypto. Um, then another reason why some may prefer investing in real estate is real estate serve as leverage. Leverage. You can buy a property of 100 million naira now with just 10 million naira equity. 10 million naira equity and deposits and deposit and be paying small and the next day you still auction the same property for maybe 120 million, and you pay back the balance of maybe 90 million naira, and the remaining 20 million naira becomes yours as profit. So it's all that requires you to be a very smart person where you can do the work of the number, you do your number, you do your due diligence and everything. And most times people that get these bulk returns on that, they are people that buy distressed property or buy property at a very discounted rate, promo price. Okay, and that, so there are so many benefits why people should invest in real estate and why they are investing in real estate. So I think I need to stop here so we can move on because of time.
Thank you so much for that. I'm very very grateful. I hope you can hear me from your end.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so you just gave insight on the real estate market and how it works, and the reasons to be involved in it. Thank you so much for that. I think that that's enough for any new BUs in the new estate industry. So we'll just go ahead and listening to you regards the investment lessons you have for us for the week. Of course, with emphasis on the real estate market.
Okay, where I think I should start from basis because I really don't know those listening to this. They might be this might be their first time of them coming across real estate, and since we'll be having this event subsequent time, I think we should start from basis where we draw a plan and we'll taking it episode from episode. What do you think about it?
That would be very fine. That would be very fine. And I
Okay.
think that's where your expertise comes in.
Okay, thank you. So tonight I think we should just talk about the basics because I see most people they ignore the basics. You really can't go far when you ignore basics, and because it's the basics that really matters. You know, that is the basics that really matter. You don't want to go and put in millions and where you have no knowledge about on what you have no knowledge about. It's going to ruin you, so the basis really matter is the foundation of everything. So tonight I think we should start from, okay, why I should emphasize more on the types of real estates which I just said briefly, and reasons why people invest in real estate. Okay, is that good, or I should talk about
Fair,
I think that is okay.
of course,
Next
of
week
course.
we will draw a plan. Yes. So real estate, like I said, when you look at real estate is not just land, okay? It's not just land, it involves so many things. That is why you will see that a land in this in two land in the same geographical location that is staying beside each other, their value may be vary. You know, for example, now let me say an estate A and estate B. Okay, an estate A has a good drainage system, and estate A has good topography, and estate A has so much facility like the gym center, the service estate, security, and so much more mall, daycare center. While the estate B is just you come and build, enter your house, sleep. Nothing like swimming pool, nothing like mall, nothing like nothing like I know you have seen such an estate, but
Of
so
course, of course. It's everywhere.
their value will be different. The one that has so much facility, good drainage system, will be more expensive than other one, even though they are in the same location. Okay, so when you are looking at real estate is more than land. It involves what is beneath the land, that is, what natural resources that is beneath the land. Is there being crude oil? Is there uh, gold? Is there diamond beneath the land that you bought? It is yours as long as you have your certificate of occupancy. Before government will come and take over their place, they have to compensate you. Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
They have to compensate you. So real estate, it involves land, what is beneath the land, what is on the land, and what is above the land. What is above the land, you may see an economy trees. If you look at when all these nations are into war, for example now Russia and Ukraine war that is ongoing. Okay, Ukraine may say, okay, I don't want Russia flights over my territory. Do you understand?
Yes, there's like a restriction.
They may restrict them that you people don't come to our what is it called, to our territory, to our country. You will never see their flights going past, you know, passing their territory. And if you look at it, uh flights move over the air, right? Not on ground,
Mm-hmm.
but it is above the what? Above the land,
Mm-hmm.
right? So everything, when you buy land, you don't just buy land, you buy everything beneath, on the land, and above the land. It is yours.
Mm.
It is yours. And at the same time, the infrastructures, I would have loved to share an image, but we are not sharing screen. I didn't prepare for that
If you want
either.
to, you can go ahead, or if you
No,
want to
I
share
didn't
screen.
prepare for it. Yeah, I didn't prepare for it
Okay,
either.
okay,
So,
okay.
but
It's okay.
when you look at, I'm just picture it as I'm saying. If you look at an has a land, a land has green areas, which has horticulture rather, green landscape. Sorry, we use landscape, drainage system, roads, and everything that make it comfortable for people to live in. Okay, that is all part of real estate. They are all part of real estate. So when I'm selling an estate land to you, you are not just buying ordinary land. You are buying all those facilities together that make it livable for you to live in. So which also increase the value of your property for whomever you want to sell it to. Okay? So that is real estate. Then we have types of real estates. We have the vacant land, you just buying land, ordinary land. Some call it land banking, where you buy the bush. That is where the terms of buy the bush and sell the city comes from. Where you
Mm.
buy vacant land, bush land, land that's imagine an imagine place, imagine location. Okay, where you buy that and you leave it for a period of some time. Me, I always advise when you're buying such land, you leave it for a period of minimum of 5 years, before you resell it, so that you can make a huge return on it. So that is one. Then the second one is residential. Residential is you buying a residential property like bungalow, like apartment, like condo, like duplex. Duplex, we have terraces, semi-detached, we have the fully detached. So when you buy all these things, you put them on rents, or you put them on shortlets, you put them on Airbnb, you put them on stay catch or something, something.
These are rental
So, but
sites or what?
yes, for your cash flow purpose. You know, if you look at MB, no, that is what we call in Nigeria as shortlets, fully serviced apartments, service apartments.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all mean the same thing, different terms. So that now that is residential. If you don't want to do the normal rental that you have to be collecting your rental income annually, but you want it to every day, you may rent, you may buy an apartment or a house, or you may buy land and build such something like that, and you fully furnish it. You furnish it, you provide everything, amenities, just like hotel. There will be TV, there will be fridge, there will be microwave, there will be gas cooker, everything will be there. So you are providing residential, that is residential real estate. Then the second one is commercial real estate. Commercial real estate is where business operations are carried out by business owner. They are something like hotel, they are cinema, they are mall, they are anything business. Okay, anything business that is commercial real estate. And when you see a plaza, when you see mall, when you see bank, when you see school, church, mosque, they are all commercial real estates. Okay, then the third one is industrial real estate. Industrial real estate are where industries, factories carry out their own business operations. That is like Dangote refinery is a industrial real estate. A Dangote cement industrial real estate. All those big oil company, you know, power oil, manufacturing company, they are industrial real estates. Then we have farm, agricultural real estates. So those one are used to carry out agricultural purpose, where they farm land, they they carry out maybe farming, rearing of animals, you know, fishery. They all use land, they all use buildings to do all these things. So they are called agricultural real estates. So we've spoken now on what is real estate and types of real estate right now. So I think we should talk about reasons why you see people, even the rich, investing in real estate. The first one is cash flow. Everybody wants cash flow. Cash flow is king, okay? Because you as a businessman, you need cash flow to run your business successfully. You as a student, you need cash flow. You may need something to buy urgently. Okay, as an economist, in economics we have what we call um demand for money. That is, we have three motives why we should always have money. First one is the precautionary motive for emergency purpose. Okay. The second one is transactionary motives, which is to run your day-to-day activities. While the third one is speculative motive, which is to gain opportunities. For example, now someone that is traveling out of country now may want to auction his property that is worth of 50 million naira now for 40 million, for 40 or 20 million naira. You know, you as a person that you already save for this reason, which is speculative motives, you will definitely take advantage of this offer by buying a property worth of 50 million naira for 20 million naira. Okay. So the first reason is cash flow. Everyone wants cash flow. We want cash flow so that okay, anything you can take advantage of it. When you get into emergency, you can easily settle your bills. When you want to buy something maybe for daily transaction, you may easily pay the bills. When you need to take advantage of an offer or a deal, you might easily take advantage of it, of the opportunity. So we all want cash flow. So which is the first reason why people invest in real estate, because they can easily put their property on rental income. They can easily do short leg with it, which they might not have done or seen with stock or crypto or something. Then the second one is capital appreciation. Normally, is capital appreciation. Capital appreciation is you buying a property at a very affordable price and reselling it at higher prices. So the difference between the prices is capital appreciation. It's also called capital gain. Okay, is you deducting the cost price from the selling price. That is the cost of you purchasing the property, the asset, from the selling price, the amount you sold the property. Okay, so that is capital appreciation. So some buys property, some invest in real estate because they want to make huge amount of money. You must have heard that people buys, some will say, I bought this land when it was 450. For example, now we have a client that bought, even a corp member that bought a property from us in Lagos. The property was 600,000 naira in around May. Right now, the property is selling for 1.5 million naira. Okay,
Wow.
so yes, so that is about 900,000 naira capital gain. Now you can imagine by the time the person will leave it, how much is going to in fact she's a female, how much she's going to resell it. Okay, and another instance is a property, one of our property like that. It's no city. You follow me so well on my social media, you must have
Of
come
course, I
across it.
do.
Yeah, it's
I've
no
seen it.
city was launched about a few months ago, less than 4 months ago, and it was launched for 20 million naira per plot, because of so many things, factors attached to it that make it is valuable like that. Then right now the same property is going for 35 million naira.
Wow.
you know so that is 15 million naira capital gain, capital appreciation. So these are some of the reasons why you see people investing so heavily in real estate. They may buy acres, they may buy hectares of land just to hedge their fund against inflation, which I'm still going there. So the third reason is that some people invest their money in real estate to protect the value of their money, to hedge their money against inflation. We all know that inflation is is everywhere right now, in UK, in US, in Nigeria. We're battling with inflation right now. In UK, their inflation rate is over 10%. In Nigeria now, inflation rate is over 20%. Okay, so we all know the effect, the negative effect that this inflation has on the value of our money. In case you are there listening to me and you don't know the negative effect inflation has on the value of your money, is that it will require you having so much money buying little things. Okay, if you go into market now to buy things, you will realize that with your maybe 30,000 naira, you may not be able to buy something that your both hand will even carry. It may just be your only finger will carry it with 30,000 naira. That is the effect or negative effect of inflation. But you know one thing, in real estate investor, they are always profitable from inflation. They are always rejoicing when there is inflation, because as inflation increase, inflation, in case you don't know what inflation is general increase in price level of goods and services within an economy. Okay, that is what inflation is. When you see all the prices of products and services in an economy keeps skyrocketing, keeps increasing, that is inflation. And right now, I can't say we are experiencing inflation. We are actually experiencing galloping inflation in Nigeria, which is hyperinflation. Okay, because it is more than 2 digits. Our own is just 22. point something something, so that is so much. And so people invest in real estate to protect the value of their money, because when they know that, okay, if I invest in properties, the demand is there. We all know that Nigeria now, okay, from the Lagos State had their, what is it called, real estate marketplace conference last week, and we're able to gather that we are suffering from 21 million housing deficit in Nigeria. We all know the
mm,
population in Nigeria. Yes. So who are these people that is going to fill? If you can fill the vacuum, then you are going to make money from it, right? You are in Abuja right now. You know what one bedroom, how much you will have to rent one bedroom apartments. you know
yes,
it depends on location, but if you need in a very good location, you have to have like 1 million, 1.5 million naira to rent one bedroom apartment. Who are those
yes,
people collecting the money? The landlord. Okay, so they are protecting their money against inflation. That is one of the reasons why they invest in real estate. They don't want to lose the value of the money you know and another reason why you see people investing in real estate is some people are after legacy, you know, legacy, transgenerational wealth. What will my children get? What will my grandchildren have? You know, so that is one of the other reason why you see people investing in real estate. For example, you now you may say, okay, I just want to buy this property for my unborn children, though I never born, but I just want to buy it for them. So by the time they are growing, they come to health, they are growing, they won't suffer again, because even before, property increase every day. If you buy property today, forget it. It's already increasing. You may not know. You may not know. And if you look at the, okay, last year, Kiss Daniel bought two-bedroom apartment for his twins. He actually gave birth to triplets and one died. So
mm,
he bought two-bedroom apartment for his other twins. And if you look at that property he bought, if for example they are to resell same property now, it's going to be on high cost, you know, capital gain, capital appreciation. It's going to make
mm,
profit from it. Okay. And it's not just that. If you look at, by the time the children will be 18 to take over the property, do you know how much money they would have made from it? Because for example, now as they bought this property from them, if I were their parents, I will put the property in shortlet, and through the shortlet I could make about 100 million. Let me not just exaggerate. Let me say 20 million naira per annum, like on a average 100 million naira per annum cash flow on shortlet. No, that's 20 million naira. Now you can times it. Let's say we are not going to increase this property. We are not going to increase the service fee. The amount they will be charging them per night. Okay, because that's two-bedroom now. If you want to rent it per day in that location, is going to be on average price of 50,000 naira per night. Okay,
mm,
now imagine you are putting it on, let's say 70% or even 30% occupancy rate. That is, at least we have 30 days in a month, and then 30% occupancy rate. That is at least uh let's say 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. Is it 3 days or 9 days in a month? The apartment will be occupied. Now you can do the calculation, you can do the math. You know, the money is in numbers. You realize that they are making so much money, and by the time these children are already 18, they already have a lot of properties. Because I, as an investor, as their parent, I will keep using that same money I'm generating from the first property to be acquiring more property for them. Okay, so some buys property, some invest in real estate because of legacy, transgenerational wealth, transgenerational wealth, transgenerational wealth. Okay, so So what other reason? I think those are major reason. Then okay, the last one, why how the rich, most especially the rich, you see the rich investing in real estate because they have mastered the game of leverage. If you look at the rich and the poor, it's the rich that know how to play leverage game very well more than the poor. We don't know how to, the poor don't know how to play the leverage game. The rich play the leverage game so well. When they acquire a property, for example, now we have a property. If you want to buy a property, you don't need the whole money, and that is one major reason why you see people buying property, investing in real estate, because they can easily acquire a property of, okay, let's say we have a property right now. Uh, okay, let's use that it's no, let's use an apartment, a duplex that we have. The avocado. The avocado is selling for 50 million naira. Okay, for example, 50 million naira is another figure, and you don't need to have 50 million naira to come and buy this property. For you to reserve that property in your name at that price, all you need is just 3 million naira, and you can spread the payments up to 24 months. Isn't that fantastic?
Wow.
Yes, but if you look at, for you to buy stock, you need to have all your money once, right?
Exactly.
uh For you to buy crypto, you need to have all the money you want.
100%.
But in real estate, you don't need to have all the money. Sometimes all you need is just 10% equity, 15% equity, 20% equity, 50% equity, and you negotiate the payment plan, and you have it. There's what they call contract of sales. Okay, contract of sales, or buy contract, or in sales contract. It's all the same thing. You know, once you make a deposit, even when the owner of that property see another buyer that want to buy, that want to pay triple of the money you agree on, the what is it called, the seller has no right to go and sell it to that person.
Mm.
Yes, because you guys already have what they call contract of sales. You already have agreement. So with that your 3 million naira has secure a property of 50 something million naira for you. And you know one thing is that before you finish paying for that property may worth 80 million naira.
That's very true.
It may worth 80 million naira, and you just auction it again. You may auction it for 70 million naira. Before you know, you already make about 20 million naira within the short period of time. So that
Mm.
is one uh game that the rich really master, leverage. And at the same time, if you have a property that has a very secure title, you may go to the bank, you may have business idea in your mind. Maybe you want to open another source of income, or you want to expand your business, and you need finance, you know so you may go to bank. Oh, bank, I need money, I want to do this, I want to do that. Bank will ask you for collateral. What do you think bank is asking for? They're asking for property. They are not asking for stock market certificates, stock certificates. They are not asking for mutual something something. They're asking for
Mm-hmm.
property. That is why you will never see a bank borrowing you their own money to go and buy their own shares. Have you seen such bank?
Never.
Even Bank of America will never borrow you their own money to loan you money to buy their own shares, Bank of America shares. But they can borrow you money to buy property. What does that mean?
Mm.
You know? So that is one thing that you see people buying property, they will buy property, and they will use that property to serve as collateral, to buy, to collect money from banks, to collect. You've heard about story of Otedola,
Mm-hmm.
right? When Otedola had crisis in his business, that he had to he was bankrupted, he had to auction some of his property that made him to bounce back, so that is another reason why you see people going into real estate, just investing in real estate. So much things. about real estate. Real estate is really a big deal. So if you have not been considering real estate, I think you should be in considering real estate from now. And yes, having it in your portfolio, it can turn everything around for you. Yes. So we still have time.
Thank you so much for that, sir. I think that was really like. Please, do you mind just switch off your mic so I can speak up? Okay. So thank you so much for that. Honestly speaking, you did so much justice to the topic on real estate itself. That was really amazing. You just gave some basic information. Of course, questions will arise, but I think with time, to keep having this
No
conversation
problem. I
over
think
and over
that next,
again, be
yes,
ironing it out.
this is an episode by episode. Real estate is a
Exactly,
journey. It's a journey.
exactly. Okay.
Journey.
So I was still wondering. I'm certain you have. You do. Sir, please, it's reverb. Is the echo? I don't know from your end.
Echoing? I don't think so. I can hear you clearly, sir.
Okay. I'm certain you have some investment lessons for the week.
Okay, yes, investment lesson I will always say is that do not invest in what you do not know. That is why if you look at our, what is it called? You follow me on my platform from WhatsApp to Facebook, you
Yes, I
realize
do.
that the and if you happen to be one of our clients and or even prospect and you reach out to me, before I let you commit your money into any property or any investment, I'll first enlighten you, educate you, and let you know where you are putting your money.
Mm,
Okay. So if you don't have such knowledge, I will have to take my time to educate you, to enlighten you. And that was why you see, when I came up here, I told you that we should start from basics, right?
yes.
Because I believe that when you have knowledge about what you want to invest in, where you want to put your money, you have so much confidence in it. You won't be scared.
Mm,
You won't be
mm,
skeptical, you know.
mm,
So it will enhance your courage. It will improve your confidence. So
mm,
do not invest. Do not put your money where you in what you do not understand, what you do not know. Very, very important. And never forget to do your due diligence before you
mm.
invest your money in property. Due diligence research is
Interesting.
very important.
Thank you
My
so
company
much for that.
I've helped clients in we have client base in UK, we have in Germany, we have in US, and some of these clients, they've not even met us before. They only had virtual call, virtual video call, and the rest of it with us. However, I always tell them, please do your diligence. Sometimes I will tell them, please carry your laptop, go on Google. Okay, as I'm talking, be typing what I'm saying. This location, show it on the map. Okay, zoom it. Have you seen the location? Have you seen this? Have you seen that? I tell them, we like, just the way we are on a call right now. I will tell
Mm-hmm.
them, okay, are you with your laptop? Please open your laptop, go to Google, type this location on Google. Okay, open the map. Then I'll start talking to them, so they will know, they will have an idea that, okay, this is around where my property is, even though they've not seen it on the ground, but they have idea that, okay, it's around this place. They will look at companies around this, because they're only those companies are on the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are in digital age, and at the same time we have virtual inspection with our client, where either I or one of my teams will go to the sites, to the estate, and we do video call with them, and everything is perfect. So that is it. So
Well,
always do your research, do your due diligence, and get information. If you don't understand, ask question. Always ask question. I think that is another thing. Always ask questions. Always ask question when you and it is also important the questions to ask, because I see one of the reasons why most people burn their finger is because they don't ask the right question. And if you don't know how to ask the right question, you won't get the right answer. you know
mm,
so yes, if you don't have the right question, you won't get the right answer. So it's very important. I think in some of our episode, I will list out some of the questions you should ask before you secure a property, before you pay for that property.
Thank you very much for that, sir. Very, very
Okay.
grateful. So I think that'll take us to the next item here now. What are basically the real estate markets news trends, and what are your opinions regarding that? Like for the moment, both in the local space and international space.
Okay. The news right now is on short lets, that okay, maybe short lets is not profitable or not, but I think short let, you can say, is more profitable in festival season like Christmas period. And I think another thing that is also putting it as if it's not that profitable is, what is it called, is the insecurity in the country. Okay, because you see that most people don't want to come to Nigeria again, and some people are even jackpying, they are leaving the country. So that is another thing. Um then in global, they are actually still, in some countries are still being affected by the global pandemic that happened. So, but the market is bouncing back, and the issue of tenancy issues is also there. So the people, it's always profitable. In my whole opinion about the MBNB, which is the short let, is that it's not a matter of time. As long as the insecurity is, the security, what is it called, is stable right now, everything will be fine, and it will bounce back. The short line will bounce back, but there's still demand for it, because most people don't like going to, what is it called, hotel. They like their space. They just want to feel comfortable in their own arena, in their own room. Even sometimes you, as a person, you may want to leave your own house. Have you had such
Yes,
experience? And just stay
yes,
where you don't, far away from Ozu and Bozu, either Abuja or Lagos. You don't want disturbance. You just want to stay on your own. So people are still opting for short let, and some people still use short let for their home party. They want to do birthday party, bridal shower, and so many things. It all depends on location, I think. So it all depends on location. You have to put Charlotte in a very good location that is in demand, and the kind of facilities, the kind of um interior you put in also determines, because people want to stay in where they feel comfortable, where they just want to stay. And so that is it. That is it. Then generally in global world, they prefer, the commercial real estate is profitable right now. It's more profitable right now, because you will see that people that tenants tenants may we easily pay their, what is it called, tenancy fee on commercial properties than residential, because they don't want to lose their job, they don't want to lose their business to anything. They believe that their business is the one giving them money to pay for tenancy rate at home where they live. Do you get?
mm-hmm.
Do you get me? Do you get that point?
I think
Do
you
you
can,
get
you
what
can
I
go
mean?
again.
Okay, like people tends to pay faster for commercial space, like their annual rental due on commercial space, than, what is it called, rental space, because you won't want your office where you do your business to be closed down.
No.
You won't want that. But some of these people, they don't care if they sleep in their office. They will say, if you want
Exactly.
to
So they
close,
don't.
if you want to chase me out of the house, chase me out. So to pay tenants, rental to get rent from residential tenants is always difficult. That is one of the challenges we are facing in the market. It's always difficult compared to commercial properties. Okay.
Mm. Thank you so
Yes.
much for that observation, and of course your opinions too. So I think that takes us to the next one.
Okay.
So what do you think are the best? I, I don't know if there is a language for describing things like. So please, if you don't mind, just switch off your mic so for a while. I'm experiencing some Like your mic on the Telegram channel.
Okay, I should mute it.
Yeah, just mute it for it now.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So there was a feedback. So I'm very certain that will be affecting the recording. I just wanted to be sure that it was not too much and becoming a nuisance to the whole recording. So I don't know what the language that is used in the real estate industry. So I'm trying to find out what do you think are the best performing properties, if there is a word like that for the week, and of course lessons around that. The properties could be around, it could be in of course in your industry, be it local or international, and also, you can also go ahead and answer for the poor performing properties you think are for the week. Then the possibilities of the ones that are performing well to remain like that, and the possibilities of those that are not even performing well to remain down, like not to pick up anytime soon. So I think that's basically the questions I wanted to ask. Please, you can unmute and go ahead and answer, sir.
Okay, okay. Well, the real estate sector is not like uh uh, uh um product sector. I mean product sector like business. Okay.
Mm.
It's business but is dynamic, it's different. The way it is run, the way it is operated is different from the rest of business like products product market or something service. So I think it should be where is the best access to invest right now, in Nigeria or something, and uh, looking at the growth rates, and because there is a difference between the growth rates and the yield. That is what people don't understand. When you see people, some will tell you, I want to invest. You want to invest and you are looking to invest in Aja. What do you want to do in Aja? What do you want to do in Ikoyi? You know, the only thing you can do there, not that you cannot invest there, but it has another segment of investment that you can do there. You cannot go and buy land there and say you want to do land banking there. You know, when
Mm.
you are buying property for land banking, for capital gain, then you have to look for emerging environment, emerging area. That is where like Ekpe, Ibeduleke, because emerging area tends to give you the highest growth rate. And that is why in Nigeria right now, the place that gives highest growth rate is Ekpe, because that is where people are moving to. Okay, and as an investor, you have to be mindful of ROI percentage, not the value. Okay, are you there?
I can hear you, sir.
You have to be mindful of the growth rates, which is the ROI, the percentage. As an investor, is the growth rate that really matters to you, not the value of the property. For
Mm.
example, now a plot of land in Banana Island may worth 1 billion naira. If you go and buy that 1 billion naira and you sell it maybe a year after for 20%, 20%, because that would be like 1.2 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Yes, 20% would be 1.2 billion, right? 20%
Yes.
growth will be 1.2 billion. Now, what about if you use that same 1 billion and invest it in Ekpe or Ibejuleki, where it will give you over 100% ROI in that same duration? How much
Mm.
do you think we will be making in that? That would be like times two.
Of course.
That would be like 2 billion or more. you know so when you are investing, I think the question should be which assets should be the best. Right now you see people talking online, ibejuleki, and that is because that is where it gives high return on investment, growth rate. But yeah, when you are looking at rental income, rental value, that is not the best place. The best access for rental income, if you are looking at Abuja, then you'll be looking at Wuye, looking at Maitama, looking at Zoko. Because in Maitama, you may see a two-bedroom apartment that someone will rent out for 15 million naira, and people will collect it.
Mm.
Yes. Same way in Banana Island, some people will rent out two-bedroom apartment for 20 million naira. They are collecting it. And you no get money. People will get money, get time. You know?
Mm.
Yes. They are collecting it, but you have to know. That's why when clients reach out to me, I ask them questions. Meanwhile, you see some realtors or some people, they are not, they are scared of asking clients questions. I've never been scared because I want to help you. If I don't know how I may help you, I won't be able to help you. I ask them question, what is your investment goal? What do you intend to achieve? Why do you want to invest in this thing, in real estate? What do you intend to achieve? When I know, then I can advise you, okay, this is where you should look into, this is what you should look into, this is strategy you should go for, this, that, you know. So that is just it. So the two
Thank you
location
so
is
so much.
best. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you very much for that. Okay, I think, sir, please, you still help me with the okay with the muting of your mic.
Okay.
Okay, it was a very very wonderful night. Like honestly speaking, we are still in the night anyway, but the whole knowledge that has been acquired thus far is really massive. And thank you so much, Mr. Matthew Adegbesan, for doing this with us. And I was, very much interested in not just going straight ahead, but you were very kind to ensure that those who have never been in the real estate sector before can have a vital understanding of how it operates. So they do not just come in and start getting to hear big grammars and just move on without them. So we're very kind enough to ensure that we created a fair balance, a basic understanding for them to run with. And I honestly do not take that for granted. Thank you very much for that. Of course, there are questions, but time will not permit us to go ahead and ask those questions. But I'll just use just this moment to quickly advertise our product and services. So, Mr. Matthew, please kindly unmute your mic and tell us about ATM luxury apartments and how people can reach out to you. That's client base, especially those that are listening to us right now.
Okay, yes. Thank you for these opportunities, and I'm grateful for your commendation. I'm actually a born teacher. I've been teaching, so I have a skill of passing my knowledge to my students, and I'm
Thank you for
grateful.
that.
So yeah, we have basically our firm is a consultancy firm where we render services. So and in this we also have partners because getting the products to the what's it called, to our investors, to our clients, because we can't render service without helping them to get the right products. We don't just end
Mm.
there by just offering services for them. So we offer consultancy service. If you need consultation, we guide you through the process of investing in real estate in Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan. Yes, though we have partners in Dubai as well, but we are still working on something, and working on something to before we bring that to light. And at the same time, we we have sales and marketing where we partner with credible developers in Abuja, in Lagos. Yes, that is what we
Mm.
also do have with in Dubai. We have partners in Dubai where we partner with them. Some of our partner, if you secure property, you carry all this Caribbean, you get, what is it called, citizenship. You must have seen something like that online.
Well, like
You
investment for residency or for citizenship.
exactly. So we are partners like that as well, but we are still working on something before we bring that to light as well. So then we have, we help clients to get genuine properties, landed properties in Abuja, in Lagos, in Ibadan. And we also help them to secure luxury homes. We have homes, already built homes. We also have off-plan properties. Then at the same time, we have investment options where maybe you don't want to acquire property, or maybe you already have enough property in your name, and you still want to be making money through real estate, because you want to hedge your money against inflation. You can
Yes.
still invest with us where you get ROI within the period of 6 months or 12 months. Yes. And when it comes to this, uh, investment, it is insured. It is insured. So your money is safe. We have over 3,000 client base for that particular investment. And
Mm.
at the same time, we also help. We also have a package where we help people to save their money smartly. So in this, whether you are a business owner or you are a salary person, salary earner, or you are a student, or you are a freelancer, or you are a corp member, you can save with our company with a minimum of 20,000 naira. All the money are used for property acquisitions and property development. So it's still in real estate. So you
Mm.
save minimum of 20,000 naira every month. You may save more than that. I say minimum. So you may say we have client that is saving 100,000 naira every month. We have 20,000. We have 25,000 naira every month. So we have them different like that. So, but the minimum is 20,000 naira. It is called PSS, Property Savings Scheme.
Mm.
So that now, any amount you save every month, you are getting uh 25% interest on it.
Wow.
Though it varies because we always review our ROI. Yes, we always
Mm.
review it time to time. So you get interest on it every month, and you can only do this within a period of minimum period of 12 months. So whatever you save from first month to 12 months, you collect it with interest. So rather than you saving your money in bank and sorry, they are
Yes.
deducting service charge and the rest of it without
And
you getting
inflation too coming to
substantial
affect.
interest on your money. You can save with us. We have it is safe, the cooperative, it is regulated by Lagos state government as well. So and it is insured. So your money is safe as well. So those are what we offer, and we have our property locations in Abuja, we have in Lagos, we have in Ibadan, and we also have in Port Harcourt. Yes.
Mm. Thank you. So how can they reach out to you?
Okay, yes. So reach out to us. You can contact my number on 08106815300 or WhatsApp me directly, and or you check us up on website www.atmluxuryproperties.com, or follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Just type ATM Luxury Properties on Google. You will see so much about us. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. So still, just please go ahead and help me out with the mute button. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. Thank you so much. So guys, you have all heard it from the horse's mouth. Mr. Matthew is definitely not a newbie in this industry; he's an expert. And I was even surprised to hear that there is another package for those that cannot afford, any mouth watching properties because of their financial conditions. And that's how this PSS comes in. That's the property savings scheme. I think this is something that we should all take advantage of like quickly as possible, and share this contact details. You can just play back and get it, or just go ahead to the website at atmluxuryproperties.com. Check it out on Facebook, on LinkedIn, I think on IG too. That's Instagram. You can find them and reach out and get more details. So basically, for us as the SCGSC brand, we have our freemium products, of which Money Market is one of them. It happens on Mondays. On Wednesday, we have our money leadership podcast. On Wednesdays, we have our morning business podcast. And we also have some specialized 5 services we offer for businesses, right? To help you to start from the very onset till even maybe when you decide to hand over the business to the next person that will be, to be in charge. So I'm saying this because basically, at the first thing you do as a business owner is to ensure you are legally, existing as an entity, and that is how we come in for you to register your business with the CAC, and of course for your business to fly high, and so you don't get to, be lost when you are running already with your desires. You need a business plan, and that will stand in as a blueprint for you. So, should in case you are missing it, you can really come back and check what you are missing. Then realign yourself again with your company or brand vision, and that's how our services too for business plan comes in. In extension, we also provide professional services, consulting for for staff trainings, on customer service, even as far as you know, you know, record keeping and all, everything that makes the business fly. That it will come into to that train your staff or provide these services as outsourced, consultants. And aside that, we encourage the global movement, borderless possibilities, and that's why we also have interest in the travel industry for those that want to study abroad, relocate to work overseas to and those who are also seeking for residency overseas. And definitely, you need a document to make this possible. That's an international passport, and we are very much active in providing these services for you too. So, should in case you want any of these services, please do not hesitate. Contact us via the number you can see on the screen, and of course, we are active 247. Looking forward to your patronage. Aside that, is me saying a very big thank you to Mr. Matthew Adegbesan for sticking with us tonight. Wow, the session was massive. I'm looking forward to on that one again. Although the money market is a four series based podcast, so next week we're going to be having stock and bonds Monday. So the real estate Monday is going to be coming 2 3 weeks from now, and I'm certain what you have learned for now will be enough for you to roll for the next few weeks. Those of you who are really real estate enthusiasts before now, and those who are started becoming real estate enthusiasts. If you want more information, do not hesitate to reach out to Mr. Matthew. We share his contact details. Okay, so go ahead and reach out to Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew, thank you once again for being with us tonight. And this me giving a big shout out to you, to your team, and the marvelous work you are doing across the globe, from Abuja to Lagos to Ibadan to Dubai, and to the UK to the US, Germany too. Thank you so much for that. To everyone listening to this podcast tonight, God bless you. Big shout out to you, to my team at SAGSC. Big shout out to you all. And so I think basically that will be all for tonight. And see you all on our next episode on the real estate Mondays on Money Market. Until then, let me say a very big good night from my end. To sleep tight and hear from you soon. Bye for now.